back to Spectrums. Our next guest is the founder of the singing group Growing Nations and also a talented songwriter and singer. Please help us welcome Adi Amour.
How you doing?
Hello.
What's up, Adi?
Welcome. Yes, finally.
Right. I know.
Yes. Trying to get you for a minute.
Requesting you, but
Yes.
I had to get my stuff together.
Right. All in the right timing.
Right. So when did you start Growing Nations? And who was part of it originally? Because I know we talked about like a whole group of people.
Some who've been on our show.
Yes.
Right? Oh, okay, dang, I'm late. I'm behind. Well, it started in '94. We were a group of rappers, and my cousin, he was signed. He was one of the first groups signed to Speech's label back when Speech had, you know, his hype going on. Yeah, from Arrested Development. And my cousin had a group called Gumbo. And they made their first album. And then the second album, him and Speech were, that's when the group was, you know, taking a different form. And him and Speech had what they call creative artist differences. And
that's a nice way to put it.
Right. And then so they broke up. And I mean, they broke, you know, my cousin didn't want to be signed to the label anymore. So he took most of the songs that, the tracks were so nice that we, you know, he didn't want to just throw them out. And so we took some of the music and we just started doing a whole different sound with the rap to them. And from there, it was like him, my cousin Falani, Stephen Hart, this guy named Kwame Green, and it was Muhib was actually there before me, Muhib Dair.
We know.
And everybody was just like one of my friends, you know, he found out my cousin was back off tour staying in the city, and he said, dude, you need to get with your cousin. So it was like '94, and I went over to my aunt's house and we just turned her basement into our studio. And from there, we took on a couple other people, and Yetunde Bronson came. We had the singer, and that's what started it all.
So then Yetunde, she was on the show. She said that you guys had broken up for a while, got back together again. Are you still together?
Yes. Yes. The Growing Nation is back. You can't stop a nation from growing. But we all have, you know, it's different branches to the tree now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
everybody has their solo careers and things they're trying to focus on.
When did you start your solo career, or was it prior to Growing Nation, or has it always been a part?
I would say during the hiatus, it was like probably 2008, and I was in the middle of moving houses and everything, and it was like they stole my whole studio, and it just took me out the whole picture for a while, and it was a lot of finger pointing, and it made me just be like, you know, like I don't even want to do it no more. And I don't know, it's something I was at my friend's house, and I mean, my friend had a studio, and like real life, like you be at the lowest point and you start hearing all this music in your head. And I mean, I was literally sleeping in the studio. And I was just like, I'm gonna start making some stuff that's just to get off my chest. And that's what led this little run up to me making a solo album now.
So you had a huge fan base. What was the response from your fan base when Growing Nation was broken up?
I changed my cell number.
Are you serious?
It was going down. My phone used to be off the meter, and like I didn't. The thing was that it hurt more to tell people that were trying to hire us for gigs, you know, to tell them no. So I just was like, okay, I'm gonna change my whole number, and it was the buzz on the city, you know, it was.
Yeah, people can't believe it. They be like, yeah, whatever. Give them some time.
Yep, and I don't know, and like through that, just like God just enabled me to, well, He blessed me to just keep hearing music, because you know when you get down, you know you can't hear nothing, you can't see nothing.
I'm telling you.
And something just moved, and it made me, you know, my band. I start being you know, friends with my band more, and but I was still doing my own thing just to encourage the band. Like, let's don't forget about our dream here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what opened the doors to everything else that's been going on.
So one of those band members is Sean Hinton.
Yes.
Yes, and you guys have a great song. We'll probably talk about that later.
Oh, thank you.
So you've been working with R&B Live for about a year now. Why do you think it was important to work with them?
It was one hand wash the other thing. Like, you know, like I know I was doing music, but I wasn't doing it with Growing Nation. So for me to still stay in everybody's space and you know, keep myself busy, it was for me to go get with them, and they was like, dude, we need like somebody to try to help push this whole little thing. So I was like, I'll come, you know, I'll come. But seriously, like my first gig when I did that first R&B Live, that was like my first gig in like 2.5 years. I never took.
How was it? Because I know they came out.
It was emotional.
Yo, my
Yeah.
It was emotional. Yeah, it was nice.
You talking about when it was like the Growing Nation reunion?
No, the
just on
R&B.
his own.
One with Q came.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that was like my first gig with a band.
In a minute.
Yeah, so.
Because you were rapping for a little while too, weren't you?
Yeah, all my life. You know, everybody want to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? They're coming out with a movie about Tupac's life. You kind of faded.
Yeah, all right. Oh, all right. Yeah, all right.
Audition for that?
Yeah, all right. I can only thing I can act is a fool. You know what I'm saying? I let my cousin do that. You know what I'm saying?
What's some of the notoriety that you've gained through Growing Nation, and even in your solo career, some of the platforms that you got to sing on? And
Well, opening up for everybody and just meeting some, you know, the big wiggers. That's.
You can say who they are.
You know, everybody from Angie Stone to Frankie Beverly, even like for Frankie Beverly to hug me, the Roots and.
Wow, that's amazing.
Some, you know, basically almost if you're a band and you come to Milwaukee, they're gonna hire Growing Nation as the band, and if you're a hip hop, they know that we have that hip hop feel, so they hire us for those gigs too. So everybody, it's just.
Was there some type of there was a connection with Growing Nation and Black Elephant, or was it a similar group that?
They were like our little brother sister group. We used each other as like, you know, they were the gritty part, we were the gritty pretty part.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how we all like connected on that, you know.
So now you're doing your solo thing. What song are you performing today?
It's a song called As Long As It's With You.
Yes.
And it was produced by Sean Hinton, you know, from Mary J. Blige, Growing Nation.
He's been on the show before.
Oh, that's my doobie. That's my little brother. And he produced it, and we actually wrote it for John Legend. And he took another song actually instead of that one, so we decided we'll run with that one on my record.
Okay. Before you leave, I want to ask, because there's some upcoming projects that you have that we talked about. What is that? Because you have a label coming up, an artist.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I have a label right now in the works called Happy Medium, and the artists on there are Growing Nation, Adi Amour, myself, and we have this girl named Rebecca, Bruce City Bad Girl.
Okay.
She's gonna be like,
Rebecca?
she's gonna be the.
Is that a surprise?
Yeah. We tried to get this Rebecca. We tried to get this Rebecca, but it didn't. You know, and that, and I got a solo record coming out this summer, and it's called, the whole album is called From Love to War, and. My man, my Uncle Homer Blow out here in the audience today, he's been spinning me like crazy. So if y'all tune in to Blow Radio, he's been hyping me real good.
BlowRadio.com.
Yes. I'll be back. You'll be back to perform, so don't go anywhere if you want to sing. Don't miss it.
Oh, I got to do that without stuttering.